Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more surviving Mars green planet. Just called it red planet there for a second. It is right now, but by the end of the series it certainly will not be. We have gone ahead and got a nice little supply drop coming our way, which I'm rather excited for. We found out in the last episode that if we send off a full shipment of rare metals, we can make over $1 billion each time. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to prioritize that for now. We're going to then pay for some outsourcing and see just how much tech we can get through nice and quickly. At the moment we are going for a very expensive breakthrough tech, alien imprints. This will give us a cheaper amount of a nice discount for all of these different techs, but we do have to go ahead and get this sorted first. So that is what we are doing. Alright, now it looks like our rocket ship has made it back home, so let's go ahead and we will... What's going on here? This is a trade pad. You know what? No, we're going to go back to a landing pad. We'll make this one the other for now. Let's land nice and close to our dome. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but again, if it's slightly shorter for our drones, all the better. Alright, so these guys have landed, which is excellent. We can now go ahead and... we'll unload that. We also need to unload this. Let's just go ahead and get that going there. And now let's start planning for a little bit more in the way of resources. So production, rare metals extractor, this is what we're after. A little bit of maintenance. Production is pretty good. Wait a second. No. Rare metal refinery, that's what we're after. We'll go ahead and we'll build that side by side with the other one. That should be fairly alright. Yeah, let's get that up and running and start making some money. We are burning through a little bit of power at night time, but luckily for us it's nothing too serious for us. Our power accumulator is more than capable of getting us to where we need to go. Worst comes to worst, we might shut down a building here or there over a night time, but I think these two are never going to be slowed down if we can help it, because the production is just far too good. Alright, so how far did we make it down to? We made it down to 88 stored power overnight. We should be... Let's see, only charging by 1. That is not quite good enough if you ask me. I guess we're gonna have to keep on extending our electrical grid. So let's go with some... Wait a second, wind turbines. Oh man, I have... Okay, so this is my fault. For some reason I was thinking we hadn't unlocked these. I know I've looked at these before. I even remember looking at them. But yeah, that is a bit of a goof on my end. We'll definitely go ahead and start building some of these. The extra power is nice. The maintenance is fine. But it does mean we do get extra power during a storm when these things are disabled. We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw these... I don't know. Where do we want to build these? Too far from a working drone commander? That's not a problem if you ask me, because we have perfect power cables, no losses, no recharge necessary. In fact, that is quite a lot of power for us. If we go ahead and build these all the way up over here, elevation boost, 51%. Huh. That could be a good idea. So let's see, uneven terrain. We do have a few things. I guess maybe in the future we go ahead and do something up there. You know what? Maybe we even build a dome up here in the future. But right now, yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and place some of these around. 27% seems fairly solid. Let's bring that over to... let's build one right about... I don't know. I think there will be good enough. We'll leave a little bit of room for the drones to make it through. Actually, you know what? I don't think it matters. Let's just pop that there. And that should probably make up all of the difference. We'll start using up a few more machine parts, but we do have the ability now with the prefabs that we brought over with us. We could potentially... let's see, not education, we want... where was it? A small machine parts factory. So we could even pop one of those in if we needed. I don't think we quite have the population to go with that just yet. But that is something that we can do, and that is going to turn our regular metals into some more advanced things. What's going on here? It says we don't have enough water. Hold your proverbial horses. What's going on there? You know what? Right now we have more fuel than we need. Let's just quickly turn these off and make sure that we are able to get water to our crops. That is a priority first and foremost, otherwise that's guaranteed to fail. Yeah, there has been a bit of a water shortage. That's not fantastic, but you know what? It's still more food than we need, so we're not going to be hurting in that regard. This is also helping our soil quality. In fact, you know what? Since we have as much water as we do, let's go ahead and just keep it on those soybeans for a while. Yeah, we'll let that happen, and we'll get that up to 100%, and that will be very good for our crop yields. We also now need to worry about potentially... You know what? We have the fuel for another run, and we don't have the resources for exports. Let's go ahead and see if there's any space missions for us to do. Any bonuses are probably good bonuses right now. We could send some more drones for some resources. A botanist for some tech. I don't think we have enough. More resources and more drones. RC transport. Research progress. You know what? That's not a bad idea. We don't really need our transport too much at this stage. Alright, so Project Kappa seems to be winning. Not going to be doing that. Not just yet. The crew we need to keep. New technologies, that could also be nice. But I think the first things we do... Yeah, we go for Project Kappa. Where was that? Here we go. We'll select this one. Let's send the expedition. Let's send that one there. We'll temporarily forbid exports, so we don't have to worry about the loading and unloading of our special metals at this stage. We are up to 19, so we are getting close. But if we can send this off, get it back, refuel, and then send it off to Earth, I think that would be good. Having, having a second rocket also wouldn't be the end of the world, but for now, we should be fine. We need to go ahead and unload everything, so let's make that a higher priority right now. That should be fine. Actually, you know what? Just a medium priority should be safe enough. We will get that transport, which has no materials, so that'll be alright. Let's go ahead and we'll tell you to load. No. Okay, well, we can't tell it to load itself. It'll have to do that by its own accord. There is that large turbine, which we can increase our production with some polymer blades. And you know what? That's a decent upgrade, and this does run 24/7, so I suppose that is certainly worth it. In fact, that'll negate any power issues at all. Let's see, we're already full. Let's go ahead and... Our water demand seems to be 1-for-1 at this stage. Okay. How is our water tower going? It's idle. Okay, so we're not gaining nor losing anything. That's a bit of a conundrum. I suppose we could go ahead and... oh, you know what? We do have a new moisture vaporator. We did bring one of those along with us. So we should probably install that. So technically speaking... Okay, so a few episodes ago, I mentioned the stacking penalties for these things. If we build this here outside of that little border that is fine. We won't suffer any penalties. But if we put it on the inside, it then tells us, yeah, producing 0.4 less than optimal due to the presence of other moisture evaporators. Because that is plural, it does tell us that it is just a static penalty. So the 3 that we have here, they're still making 0.4 less than what they otherwise would, but we seem to be okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to chuck this one about... you know what? That seems like a fairly good position. Yeah, no penalties appearing. Yeah, the main building seems to be fine. Let's just give it a little rotate and see if we can put that right about there. That should be fine. No penalties. There we go. So we'll make a little bit of extra water. That'll allow us to get these up and running and keep on refueling what we have. So that'll be good. We are now producing more than we need. Let's go ahead and just turn one of these on for now. We'll also go ahead and get that hydroscopic coating going. So that'll give us an extra 50%. So that's a 1.5. Yeah, and as you'll see here, we do have the hydroscopic coating for these moisture evaporators, which does bring the water production... Oh, power's off. Well, that is my fault. We probably didn't need that other one straight away, but you know what? It's all a-okay. We turned it off because of the storm or whatever we were trying to do, or balance our power load, but I don't think it really matters. We'll go ahead and turn... we'll turn one of these off at night, just so we're not burning through all of our power of a night time. But otherwise we should be fine. That's now going to produce a whole stack of extra water, so there we go. We have more than we need. Let's get everything active. And that means we'll have plenty of fuel for when our shuttle decides to return to us. Excellent. Alright. We also have our...
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh wow, okay, so we have a lot of anomalies now, and some science. Alright, so let's see. This is running 24/7, same as that one. That is good. Let's go ahead and check out these anomalies. We need our explorer to follow those up. So first of all, yeah, we have one here. Okay, let's go RC Explorer. Let's tag the closest to the next one. Then where is the one after that? Down over here. So we'll go ahead and queue you and you. And then we'll queue you. And we will queue I. You know what? We probably want to go... Hang on a second. We're going to have to change our tact. Let's go... Okay, we'll get to you first. Get to you second. Get to you third, and then down over here. 4, 5, and number 6. Alright, so these are the ones that are going to give us the tech discount. So we'll have to find those. We did also get a whole bunch of science from that planetary anomaly. So that was a very solid amount of tech. So we've now got a couple of extra empty spots. I think what we're going to go for is the drone swarm. So when they're constructed, we get bonus drones. In fact, we still have some of those to go. So let's make that our top priority. That'll only take us a minute as well. From there, we can also go ahead and... Water reclamation, not as much of an issue anymore, but again, still could be good. There is also this bonus here for domes with spires to increase morale. And then a university. Yeah, that could be rather good as well. Alright, so... Okay, drones, farms, probes, productivity training, and then, you know what? Let's go with the greenhouses. There we go. We want to start doing some terraforming, if at all possible. We're going to have plenty of excess fuel, so that is probably something that is rather wise to have. Yeah, that is going to be all well and good. Looks like we're full on power throughout the day, so let's go ahead and double check that our Stirling generators are closed. We'll minimize the amount of power output, the maintenance, so that'll be fine. And I think that should be all well and good now. We can decommission this open-air gym. I think at some point we will, but right now I don't know what we want to replace it with, so we'll leave it be for now. That will give us some polymers and metals. That seems to be going all right. Let's see, how else are we doing? Everyone seems relatively happy. Yeah, no one seems to be too upset by anything. There is one person who is unemployed. You're a geologist. Okay. Well then, I guess, let's go... Maybe open up the diner? Yeah, let's go ahead and open that up for now. Give them a job. We'll find them something else to do. Let's land our rocket once again. And then I think we'll go ahead and shuttle off. Actually, you know what? Do we even have the rare metals yet? You're going fairly well. Yeah, if only there was some way we could boost these up, that would be rather good. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to have a solid solution right now.
Anomaly analyzed.
Alright, well either way, there is our first tech reduction. So now it looks like our drone swarm is 30 science cheaper. We'll make it to the next one. That shouldn't take us too long either. Yeah, so it looks like a... what is that? A 3% discount. It's not bad. Not bad. Whereabouts are you? How is the... Just checking that he's nice and safe. We don't want anything to get in the way and cause us issues. So that'll be fine. Looks like we are consuming a huge amount of power right now. What's going on there? Not enough power to perform. Let's go ahead and turn off one of these fuel refineries of a night time. I guess that's no longer as necessary. Yeah, that'll work. And then 18 power. Yeah, that should be safe during the day. Moisture evaporator's working alright. That's only 5 power, so that's nothing crazy either. What have we got here? Caravel is refueled. I suppose, yeah, let's go ahead and get that ready for export. We've got 2 of these buildings going as it stands, so that is fine. Oh, right. I do see these drones being rather busy. Do we want to double check and see if we got that, oh no, okay. Drone Swarm is the one that's working on next. I was about to say we should build up another drone hub just to make sure that we're prioritizing things. I think the next drone hub we place will probably be up in this area just so we can make sure that all of these are sorted.
Anomaly analyzed.
Another sector has been scanned and techs are now even cheaper again. Yep, looks like another 3%. So if there's 6, that's a total of 18%, which is quite respectable. That is going to make our life so much better once we have all of them. But again, that's fine. We'll go ahead and we will allow the exports. I think that'll be fine to launch when ready. We'll get our transport to, I don't know, find something to pick up. Let's zoom out and see. We need another 2. Let's go ahead and we'll scan here and we'll scan over there. Let's see. Any metals? There are 63 over here, 79 there. It's not a huge issue for us. Looks like we've pretty well exhausted everything else. Yeah, alright then. Well, I guess we'll start at this sector here. Transport, pick up these resources. That'll be fine. Gather those ones as well. Actually, you know what? 45, that'll be sufficient. Let's just go ahead and do that, and then we will tell you to... Oh, well, I can't queue up to unload. Oh, wait a second. Transport route. Okay, this makes more sense. Create an automatic transport route. Selected resource will be collected near the origin point and delivered to the destination. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and... I can't believe I forgot about this. We'll pop that there. We'll just say all. And then we're going to unload resources back over here. Yep, you can definitely tell it's been a little while since I have played the Surviving Mars game. That would have made our life so much quicker and easier and optimized so much more. The good news is, though, we haven't really been hurting for our metals at any point, so it's not the end of the world. Just a little unfortunate. Okay, but either way, you know what? Beginning to think, what is this? We have a geologist here. I'm fairly sure we have an engineer somewhere, right? We have medics, geologists. Do we have no engineers? Oh no, we do have one engineer at the grocer. Okay, so I'm thinking what we do is we actually might end up putting in the what do we call it? The production building for the machines. That should be fine. We don't really need electronics. We're not using stacks as far as maintenance are concerned. We go through through many more machine parts. So let's go ahead and get that up and running. Even if we just have the one fellow there, that should be fine. Small machine parts factory. Let's put that in right over there. And that'll be his job. And that way we'll get the most instead of having two people working at the same shift. We'll be able to shuffle things around and make some solid progress. So let's go ahead and close that. Let's go ahead and tell our engineer. Let's set that as your workplace. You can work there during the day. That'll be fine. We'll kick you out of the job because you can go back over to the grocer or wherever it was that you could be. We did find our engineer, right? No, you're meant to be over there. Yes, okay, that's good. One building's not working. Where is our other unemployed person? Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll set that as your workplace so you can now work there too. Alright, so that's that problem done. The caravel looks like it's ready to go ahead and make us some money, so let's return to Earth. Alright, and oh, we managed to get our free supply pods. Huh. I am surprised. So, export 60 rare metals by the end of Sol 30. Day 29. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it had to just be launched off from Mars. I thought it would have had to have made it back to Earth. But either way, I'm a very happy chap. That is, yeah, that's going to save us a little bit of cash and a little bit of space as we figure out our logistics.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's our next anomaly gone, which is fantastic again. Let's just check in on our Explorer. We have, yeah, working our way to analyze these two, and then the last one all the way over there. Alright, that is fantastic. Let's head back to our dome. I think things are looking fairly well. Morale is at 62. That's not the best it could be, but it's not bad. Average comfort is 65. That is also quite respectable. I'm pretty sure we need it above, is it 55 to have a birth rate, so that's not bad. Let's see, sanity is also rather good. Health is exceptional. Yeah, I think we're fine. Alright, but this power issue we do need to have a look at. We're discharging a fair bit of power at the moment. I'd be curious to see what our power draw is over time. I feel like... No, it's almost daylight, but we're going to go ahead and open up the Stirling generator just so we're not consuming too much. We'll let this recharge to maximum, and then over tomorrow night, we'll watch the power accumulator go from wherever it is to wherever it shall be. We should have enough power. There we go. Discharging is still at 0.1? Oh. Well, that's a curiosity. Let's get that Stirling generator up and running as well. We need to have something in excess. Alright, so that's charging by 4.9. That's not huge. Needs 20 to at least start supplying the grid, which isn't going to be an issue. That'll be gone. Concrete-wise, you know what? We're doing pretty good, and this does cost us 15. Let's turn this off for today. I'm happy to let that sit idle. We have more than enough, but we do need to make sure that we have a full power pack, otherwise we're going to get in major trouble.
Complete.
We do have our drone swarm sorted out, so I think we'll build up our extra drone hub while we're here. Let's drop this. Let's go. I think we'll build this out over here. Cable connection I don't really care about too much. It's fairly easy to build and we don't require power for it. We will still see if it requires a connection for it to function, but we should be relatively safe. So yeah, drone load is low, prefabs are nice and low. Yeah, that covers most of our trouble there. What are these guys doing? They're not doing too much either. Okay, but we'll figure things out as time goes by. That'll be fine. Let's also just double check in on our crops. We're up to 80% soil quality, soon to be 90. So at that stage then, if this goes 80, let's go 90, and then once we're at that'll put us to 100. Let's go with some potatoes. Yeah, a little bit more water intensive, but we get a much better yield. So I think that should be fine. That will decrease the soil quality, but if we bounce between soybeans and potatoes, we should be fairly safe. May even go ahead and start building up some seeds at some point. That could be good. We did receive our $1 billion for our metals. That also means we can probably send back. Now, we could technically pick up a passenger rocket, but as it stands, I think we don't need anyone extra at this stage. It looks like, where is our Genius? I feel like we picked up a Genius at some point, which we should be bringing along if possible. But some of these hypochondriacs aren't exact. Oh, there he is, the senior. Well, that's kind of a waste. No point in bringing a senior. Let's just double check our filters for quirks. No, not guru. Perks. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we only have the one Genius, who is a senior. That is unfortunate. We technically would get the 100 science from them for being at our in our domes, but it's not really that beneficial, it seems. So let's just go ahead and we're going to send our rocket. Cargo rocket. Let's just go ahead and I think we send this empty. Maybe, you know what? We'll bring in a couple of electronics just in case the worst should happen. And you know what? Let's also bring in a couple more machine parts just in case our production isn't quite good enough. The rest should be fine, so let's just launch. That'll be quick and easy. We're already back up to 8 rare metals, so that's good. Yeah, 3 per day, so that's a total of 6 per day. So every 5 days we should be able to send off our rockets. And I think, yeah, with our extra, what is it, $1.5 billion, we will save We will save the, what do we call it? The outsourcing of our science until after we finish this final one, just so we're making the absolute most out of our money. There's really no point in preventing anything unnecessarily. And it does seem that this is another anomaly, so I guess that's not too bad either. Let's get our explorer. We will queue this one up as well. So yeah, he's finally got to be a little bit of a busybody, which is rather nice. Yeah, uncovering some fantastic mysteries for us. Let's go ahead and keep going with the scans. Let's go for, yeah, there next. I think that'll be fine for now.
Anomaly analyzed.
More tech discounts. So now we're looking at a total of, what's that? Let's see. I think the low G fungi was about a 2,000 tech, so that's saving us 300. It's not bad. 15% is fairly solid. Yeah, 15% is very nice indeed. Although we can also see a new technology, so let's have a bit of a look. Apartments. Okay. That houses many colonists. That could be ideal to fit a few more people in. Good if we make up a new dome. We could also go ahead and work on the drone hubs as well. Not that we really need them with our extra prefabs. We have a machine parts factory. Again, that will be necessary at some point, but not for a bit. Sterling generator, education, or some of these bonuses here. Okay, so I think engineers and geologists have extra extra performance when working in their specialty. We will have an engineer working in the machine part shop, so I suppose that is probably going to start giving us some benefit. That is, oh, queued up as number 3. Okay, so let's go for the education. Yeah, the Martian University. Being able to start focusing on our specific social on specific specialties would be very good, as our entire colony becomes full of Martian-born. Yeah, so I think that's not going to be too bad. In fact, I may even pop that in place of that gym. So that's not going to be, it's not going to be terrible. All right, let's just double check how we're going. We have full power as it stands. Let's go ahead and shut down. Yeah, we don't need these generators open anymore. We're losing, you know what? That's what's off. We're slightly off on our power consumption. Okay, let's just go ahead and we'll build another wind turbine. Let's go with the bigger of the two. Let's chuck this over. Yeah, let's just chuck this over there. That'll be good enough for now, but that will keep us in the clear. Yeah, so that should be fine. All right, well, you know what? I think that's a great place to call it for today. We made some solid progress. We've sorted out a whole bunch of troubles. I don't think we're going to have too much danger for for quite some time. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.